the Renslayer, right? They showed a clip where he's like talking, where Kang and her are talking, right? Like they like play like a voice.
Kang was smashing, man.
What if that's his
chick?
That I know that's his chick, but also like, what if that's the key to beating him? Like she's gonna play a big role, like coming like in the movies probably.
Oh no, you know what you just gave me?
What?
What if she's a variant of Kang?
Oh shit.
Yo, because that would be sick.
And that's why Kang likes Sylvie and Loki.
Yeah.
Because they're like a variant of themselves who fell in love with themselves. And who else is that egomaniac,
yeah.
like, you know, like a narcissist, that's like that is Kang.
Aaron Voss, what's up?
Damn,
Hit us up,
bro.
Aaron Voss, hit us up, bro.
That's it. That was it,
bro.
Dude. That was it. You might have just. That's so sick. That's so sick.
I feel like she's Kang. I feel like she is a Kang.
We out here chasing dreams, trying to catch them like receivers. Heavy on the grind, trying to turn you to believers. Yeah, we see you hating from the bleachers. Coming with the gas, hot and ready, little Caesars.
What's up, people?
Yeah.
We are back. Marvel's back.
Yeah.
And we are here
Loki.
for High Key with Loki. Loki is back. Season 2 is back.
Loki is back, baby.
Dude. Oh my god, and it was so amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we are here. Okay, yes.
Today.
Wait. We are above the multiverse.
It's so much emotions right now.
Yeah. This is Avery Harden.
Yeah.
I'm Adrian Blest.
Yeah.
But we're too excited right now because Loki premiered last night. We watched it, and we're super excited to talk about it. Hopefully, you guys are excited to listen to it.
Let me just tell you guys. Let's just start it off.
No, go ahead.
Let's just start off.
Immediate
man.
feelings. Just
listen. You guys gotta understand. We've been on this Marvel joint for a minute, so just a background real quick before. No. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna do that. Let me just.
A little bit of background. It's your first time watching.
A little bit of background, guys. A little bit of background. Me and Dre been homies for like 5, something like that.
Longer, probably like 7 years.
7 years, something like that. And we've been homies, we've been cool, whatever. And in the first couple years of our homieship, we've been watching Marvel separately. And then we started watching it together as homies, like, yo, you into Marvel? And then we started watching it together. I think like after Endgame, we've been on it like as homies and like, yo, like just hitting each other up. Yo, this is crazy. So we've been in it. And then after Endgame, or after Spider-Man, everybody fell off.
Well, no, we got Loki season 1, and WandaVision was sick.
Oh, no, but it was after Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, I guess that was
Loki
after Spider-Man. Yeah, that was after Spider-Man.
So
okay.
After Spider-Man, everybody fell off.
Yeah.
But me and my dog been holding the fort down.
Yeah, we're still here, guys.
We've been holding the fort down while everybody dipped after Spider-Man.
Yep.
And now that we are back, Loki was amazing. And watch, because of the reviews, everybody's gonna come back. Yep. But we've been here. We
never left the bandwagon, dude.
We've been through Secret Invasions. We've been through Miss Marvel. We've been through She-Hulk. I like She-Hulk, personally. But,
I like Miss Marvel. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been through Hawkeye. I enjoyed Hawkeye too.
Hawkeye was cool because it was like Christmas.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Werewolf by Night. Moon Knight.
That was dope. Moon Knight was dope too.
Yeah, Moon Knight's dope.
But everybody was asleep. So, but because I feel like this is gonna turn everybody up. It's just the first episode.
Even like Doctor Strange, like people were like off that one. People didn't go see that one. Ant-Man. People were like, I still hear people talk shit about Ant-Man, and I'm like, you guys are. It's not the Ant-Man movie. It's the King movie. I don't know why you guys talk about Ant-Man so much.
So listen, guys. Listen, let me just tell you this right now. This is only the first episode. We're going to get into details and all that, but all I'm going to say is this is only the first episode. Number 1, it's the first episode. They got to unpack a lot of things. Number 2, Jonathan Majors wasn't even in this yet.
But
when he gets in it, because of all the drama that happened,
that's true.
Everybody's gonna jump on the bandwagon.
They're gonna want to see. Yeah, they're gonna want to see.
I'm trying to tell y'all right now, bro. So, with that being said, man, the first episode was phenomenal,
amazing. Okay, so phenomenal. From here on out, Delroy, if you're watching this, spoilers. All right, spoiler alert. It's going up here. I'm gonna put it right here.
You know what? Let's do them a favor real quick.
Yeah.
Let's give a spoiler-free
review.
Just a quick spoiler-free thing, just so they can go and watch it.
Well, yeah. I mean, all I can say is it was fucking amazing. Like, I feel like it's dude. It was crazy. It was. This isn't even a spoiler, but it's not a spoiler. The opening scene is Kane's face, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I saw that and I was like, oh, it's on, bro. We're here. Like King, like let's go. Like we're in it. So yes, it was amazing. This is what Marvel needed. Marvel's back, baby. It never left. You know, a lot of people you fell off, but it never left. We never left. And it's popping.
And I don't know if y'all know, like, you know what I mean? We've been talking about Marvel a lot, and y'all know I'm the interconnection between all of the realms. That's what I like. And they are in it right now, like super deep in it. Like it goes further than just Loki. Like we talk about like Spider-Man, we talk about like everything, bro. Like I feel like everything has to connect to this.
Yep.
So this is gonna lead to the next thing, bro. And it's gonna get crazy.
Okay, so from here on out, spoilers for sure. Another spoiler. I'll put a big one right here. You know? Okay, so episode 1, dude. First off, it felt like a season finale. Like it picks up right where season 1 left.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of I guess like, the one thing I was trying to figure out, and I saw someone point this out, but in season 1 at the end, he goes back and he sees Mobius and he's like, Mobius doesn't know who he is, right? He's like, you know, who, like, I've never met you before. That whole thing, I thought it could be a lot more complicated. I'm like, is he in another dimension? Is like this whole thing. They made it so simple by just being like, oh, he's just back in time. He's in the past, which is dope to see, because like that means that there was a time where the TVA was just ran by. Like I'm thinking that he went like he came back into the future and like or at present time, and he's there and Kang's taking over, but he's actually back in time when Kang was like the main guy before the Timekeepers, which is dope, because like now it's like, okay, cool, it makes it a lot easier to digest, I guess, you know what I mean? Like instead of being like, oh, is he here, is he there, it's like, no, he's just going back and forth, which is cool, easy, set it up perfect. That was so dope. I was like, let's do it. So that was fucking sick, dude. Yes, right away, fucking like Kang, like, you know, I mean, well, you see the Kang statue, you see, like, dude, it's just he's presented in a way, and what's the dude, what's his name? Tom Hiddleston fears him so much. And if you know Loki don't care about nobody. He don't. And the way he fears Kang is crazy. It like, for me, it brings that dang, how we gonna kill him type vibe. How we gonna defeat this guy? How we gonna defeat this guy? Because you go back in time to all of the villains that Loki was kind of a part of. He was joking. He was witty. No, this dude's scared. Like he's fearful, scared which is like it's dope to see. It's like, oh man, like that's refreshing, because it's like, oh shoot, like we understand the what's it called, the severity of like how big this how big this impact really is by having Kang in the universe, because that's what's cool too, is we've been able to see, dude, Loki's been in there since Thor, which was like one of the first Marvel movies that came out, right? So it's like we've seen him like be the villain, kind of be a good guy, be the villain again, be the good guy. Like we've seen this whole character arch to like where now it's like he's almost like a hero, in a sense, right? Because he's trying to stop Kang. But
he I will say this: he's Deadpool. He only cares about himself, which is himself and Sylvie, which is himself.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah,
he's what do you call them? You call them something. I forget what you. Is it anti? Is it? He's like
an anti-hero kind of.
Anti-hero, So he doesn't really. He's not doing. I don't know. Actually, we still got a long way to go.
We don't know if he's doing it for the greater good or if he's just doing it for his own.
But when he saw Sylvie, you could tell, like, in my eyes, seeing this episode, I still seen that he only cares about himself, which is himself, and Sylvie, which is still himself.
And Mobius, I guess, kind of. He's become he's become close to Mobius.
Actually, he might be a hero because he cares about.
Okay, so
girl, what's her name?
Who?
The cop girl.
B15 or something like that.
Yeah.
B15.
He cares about her too.
So that's the thing, right? So is it that he cares about her? Because there's an interesting point that I saw. I think it was Screen Crush. So shout out Screen Crush and the people at Screen Crush. You guys kill it too. They're like new rock stars, but you know. I think they pointed out that there's a part where Loki's kind of like questioning, like, or he's like because it's so crazy. My thoughts are complicated because the show is complicated in the best way possible, right? But when when Loki's there, he's like kind of thinking, like, he's like, she killed him, like she killed the devil, but is he the devil? Like, is he bad? Like he doesn't know. Like, was that the best decision? Wasn't it the best decision? Like, he's questioning everything, right? And so it makes you think, like, is he kind of on Kang's side? Like, maybe we should have kept him alive. Like, we shouldn't have killed him. We should have kept him alive so that way we don't have to deal with other versions of him. You know what I mean? So it's like, does he want to stop He Who Remains or Kang, or is he gonna try to join up with him? Because that's what Loki does, right? Loki's kind of that guy. Like, he'll switch sides for self-preservation. You know what I mean? Like, if he feels like Kang, it's better off that Kang controls the timeline, and he's like, yeah, fuck it, you control the timeline, we're all good. Like, then maybe he just like wants Kang to win, you know, and he ends up helping out Kang. Yeah,
because that was the in the Loki season finale, that was the deal. It's like, you keep me alive and you run it.
Yeah,
he's like, and in that case, it's the best case scenario. Yeah, honestly, because he was the last one standing.
It's like you stop,
but because
He Who Remains isn't that bad. I mean, that's what's crazy. That I think that's what's so cool about Kang. Well, just to get in that a little bit, is like, I know people really like Thanos, right? I saw recently on Instagram, like today actually, I think I saw it, where they ranked it, right? They ranked like the best superhero villains or comic book movie villains or whatever, and Thanos was number 1, right? And I was like, I understand why people like Thanos, because it's like, is he good or is he bad? Like, yeah, what he's doing is bad, right? Obviously, but in the grand scheme of things, like, he is making it better for half the people, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like a, you know, is it good, is it bad, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the same thing with Kang, right? It's like by him killing like all the timelines and controlling one timeline, like, yeah, it's bad because it's, you know, all these timelines are losing their lives, and it's like, you know, all these people are dying, but is it for the best though? It might be for the best, because otherwise what happens? It's like madness and fucking like universes, like different dimensions fighting with each other, or multiversal war, and fucking like incursions where things are breaking, like universes are running into each other and just exploding, you know what I mean? Like, so is it that is he bad? Like, I don't know. It's like the same thing with Thanos. That's why I fucking love Kang and like this whole thing that they're doing with them, because it's like, dude, they really. Well, we just, I need people to understand.
Don't say Kang. Say He Who Remains.
Yeah, He Who.
Because all the other Kangs are dicks.
there was a funny part though when he's like He Who Remains, and he's like, that's pretty like.
Oh yeah, the name. Yeah, that name.
Like, that's kind of a dumb name. That's like calling yourself the last man on Earth or last man standing or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, man, dude. Let me just tell y'all, man, this was so good, and it was. The reason it was so good is because we don't know, and that excites you, because you're like, okay, what happens next? What is happening? What's going on? Like, now your mind's racing and you want to see it next week. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that's the beauty of like these how it was when Loki came out and when WandaVision came out, because it's like, oh shoot, all right, I can't wait till next week. You know what I mean? It wasn't like Miss Marvel or freaking what's the other one we just watched? Secret Invasion, where it was like at the beginning of Secret Invasion it was like that, but towards the end you were like, all right, man, where is this going? But like now, you know what I mean? Watching the first episode, it's like, ooh, from everything we know that's happened, it's like, yo, this could go a million ways. Where are they going with this? You know what I mean? Especially because of the lockdown with the freaking SAG and freaking Jonathan Majors. It's like, all right, did they stay online or did they change stuff?
Well, so that's the one thing about Loki season 2 that they did talk about before the premiere, was that this was the only show that they didn't have to do any reshoots. So like
so Jonathan Majors is everything.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy.
He's innocent, bro.
Shout out. I told everybody. I told everybody. Jonathan Majors, if you watching this, bro, I told everybody from the beginning, bro. I really believed in my heart of hearts that you couldn't do that, bro. Like, especially because we from the hood, bro. Like, we first we got that money. Like, you just, I know you were in the game for a minute, but you just popped and went crazy. There's no way you turn that down for some girl. Come on, man. There's no way. So, yeah, I was with you from the beginning. I was with you shooting in the gym. What Rick say? I was with you shooting in the gym, my boy. So give me that premiere ticket to Kang Wars. What was it?
Kang Dynasty.
Kang Dynasty. Give me that premiere, bro.
Yeah, man. It's wild, and it's just like I love that Marvel and Disney, they held their ground. They didn't come out and say anything about it. They're like, And it's probably because they were like, dude, we just shot Loki season 2 and this shit is fucking amazing. Like this is everything. Like let's hold out. Like let's see if he's innocent. You know?
They definitely was.
And I'm so glad they did because like,
nervous, bro.
Yo, for sure they were nervous, bro. Like for sure.
Kevin Feige was probably smoking weed, freaking smoking cigarettes, bro, freaking drinking every day.
Oh man, yeah, no, he was stressed for sure. There was definitely a time period where Marvel was like, fuck, we don't know what's gonna happen.
Kevin probably called Jonathan Majors personally. Hey, bro, just be real with me, bro.
Yeah, what happened?
Did you do it or not? But yeah, man, I'm so excited for everything that's gonna happen. We're just gonna transpire. So now, I don't know if you're gonna keep going, but I want to test my thoughts and test what I think is gonna happen.
Let's get into theories a little bit later. Let's keep talking about the episode real quick. Okay. So one, Owen Wilson. Fucking,
oh yeah, he killed it.
Bro. He's so fucking good. Like I'm thinking about it. Like I'm thinking back to all the movies that I've seen with Owen Wilson. Like I put it on my Instagram last night. I'm like, dude, is Owen Wilson one of the best actors ever? Like he like as far as comedic actor might be the top comedic actor. Like he's top 3 for me at least. I mean, Wedding Crashers, like all the movies he's in with Vince Vaughn. Like I love all those movies. Like everything. I'm like, dude. And then
Shanghai Noon.
Oh yeah,
with freaking Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Like, dude, he's so good in every movie, and he does play the same character kind of all the time. But it's like it kills every sinmore time. You don't get tired of it.
This one is a new. New kind of like,
but even then, like
he's goofy a little bit, but he's
more serious. Yeah. But even like stuff like where like it's still that the Owen Wilson still comes out where like the part where the guy's like the Sea-Doos, he's like Sea-Doos jet skis, and he's like, oh, actually jet skis are just a brand, like you know, and he does that part so perfect. I'm like, that's such Owen Wilson shit, but like it was funny, you know, or even like the one of my favorite scenes is when they're in the elevator and like he's like he's like freaking out, and he's like. At first he's like, it's not that bad, and then when he sees it again, he's like, you need to stop doing that. He's like, it's terrible. Like it's like you're dying and being born at the same time. And he's like, you said it wasn't that bad. He's like, well, I lied, bro. It's bad. Stop doing it. You know, it's so fucking funny. So like, just like little details like that where they have like the comic relief, but then, and it is kind of crazy too because. There's a lot of jargon as far as like time jargon and TVA, like the transmorphic Figamator that makes the string being like, I don't know, they're saying all this weird like terms and stuff, and I'm like kind of lost for a second, but I'm like, dude, I think after watching I'm like, oh, it doesn't really matter, like they're just gonna make up words and things, call things and but like in the grand scheme of things, like we're trying to get the timeline back together, you know what I mean? Like, so it's interesting to see how all this like
that's the only beef I have. That's the only beef I have is that it seems complex, but it's not really complex. It just seems complex. You got to pay attention. And that's the only thing that I have, but I get what they're trying to do because they're trying to make sense of what Loki's doing. Because if you just let him do it and not explain stuff, then you're gonna be like, oh, what? So I get what they're doing, but it does sound complex.
Yeah, no, it does sound complex. I mean, like I even said, like my immediate reaction, as soon as I finished watching last night, I went on Instagram Live, or not Instagram Live, I just Instagram stories, and I was just like, I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but I love that, you know what I mean? I love that I don't know what's going on, because it's like sometimes shows they like to like walk you through it. Like I hate when shows, you know, someone pointed out because they were on Screen Crush, they were talking about it. They were saying how, you know, it's kind of very complicated. Like, are people gonna be able to like, put it all together because like there's so much shows and all this stuff? And I'm like, and then one of the girls was like, you know, I'm the kind of nerd that I watch everything, so I don't really care if you didn't watch it. Like, you know what I mean? And that's how I feel. Like that's why last night I was like, all these people who are like, oh, I'm not gonna watch it because it's like, you know, I have to watch this and it's this, and it's like, dude, I don't care. That shows. Then this isn't for you. Like that's fine. But for me, this is fucking amazing.
Definitely at this point, bro. Yeah, we're like in.
Oh yeah, we're in the thick of it.
So it's like if you haven't caught up to this, like it's not gonna make any sense.
Yeah, but I mean, yes and no. I think it does do a good job at like, even if you didn't watch like. Well, you definitely want to watch season 1.
Yeah, I feel like if you didn't see Loki, if you
didn't see Loki season 1, then you got to definitely watch Loki season 1. But otherwise, like, you don't really have to know everything else that's going on. Like, you don't need to see Ant-Man to know what's going on and like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no other like shows that really like so. But at the same time, it's also the most important show to watch because it's gonna set up everything and it's like connecting everything at the same time, right? So like you don't have to know everything. As long as you just watch Loki, you'll be good to watch everything else, I feel like.
Yeah.
So, and with the way it is working, and Tom Hiddleston's such a star, and like the show's so big, and the production, and the Jonathan Majors news, and everything that's going on with it, I'm really thinking this might be the one, bro. This might be it. Hopefully, honestly, me and Avery were pretty excited when Secret Invasion first came out too, and then it kind of went downhill.
Yeah.
But I have a lot more faith in this one.
Yeah,
like I feel like they know what they're doing.
Especially because we have so much to get through.
Yeah,
like Renslayer. What the hell?
Yeah,
like that's one.
Yeah.
Sylvie, what the hell?
Yeah,
that's 2.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Sylvie.
Kang, what the hell? That's 3. Like it's so much going on. Like Secret Invasion, it was just like, oh, shoot the scrolls. All right, dang, and then it kind of got old. You know what I mean? Like
the mysteries weren't like that crazy. Yeah, like it was like We literally like Sylvie's a mystery. Renslayer's a crazy mystery right now, and then also obviously Kang is like a mystery to what's happening now. Like, even like
what
Mobius
if all of
too.
them pull up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mobius
even Mobius,
too,
like you don't really know about his past life and his like this whole jet ski thing that they've been like leading on for like this longest time, where it's like, what is going to happen with this jet ski? Like what? Like was he a jet ski salesman? Was he like, I want to know more about his life too. But and then even like the new stuff, right? In this episode, they show the judge. They show the that room where they're like with the judges and like that lady who's a general, which I was like, she looks familiar. You know who she is? She's from Game of Thrones.
I remember Eric Voss saying that, but I don't know which girl she was.
She was the one who had the son who was like, she was breastfeeding the son, and he, even though he was older, he was she was, I think she was like in season 2. It's
damn, I gotta go back. I haven't seen it in a minute.
You remember the mom Stark?
Yeah,
her sister.
Okay.
Anyways, but she's in it. That whole thing with like her and her like her X5? Like right hand, X5, like. That was weird. Like, why did they touched heads, and like she's like, the timekeepers are a lie, but their warnings are real and stuff. Like, I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And what are they doing? Like, why did they like they're set to prune stuff? Like, they have like their own agenda that they're doing. And I'm like, wait, what's going on with that? Because even that's how the episode ends, right? It's like you see all of them kind of going, like they went into the armory and they all have bags of fucking temporal like resets where they're just gonna go around and fucking prune the fuck out of all these branches. You know, they're like going military style, like let's just fucking kill all these people in all these universes. So even that whole storyline is weird. Like, what the fuck's going on with that whole thing? Yeah. So like, there's a lot of mysteries that they gave us, but also at the same time,
that's great,
which is awesome. Yeah, that's awesome because that's what makes the show good, right?
And it gives them way more content. So like next. For example, dude, and it should be a beautiful thing. It's like, because long shows do this where they have like 30 seasons.
Yeah.
Where it's like one episode is about Sylvie, and that's all it's about. And that's fine because you're like, what the hell is going on with Sylvie? And then Renslayer is like, it's fine because she's important key to Kang. It's like that is very like important, which is fine. Like, dude, if they did that like one episode for each person, like, I'm okay with that. Like, I don't mind that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just gives you more. It gives them more content. And if we get more than 8 episodes from Loki, man.
Well, I think it's gonna be 6 episodes. But if we can get more, that'd be awesome.
When does the Marvels come out?
November.
Okay, so they'll probably stop right there.
Yeah, I think it's 6 episodes and then it stops. But even like
they can't give us 44 minutes every week.
I know. I did want a full hour.
Yeah, that seems way too. And then also they had a post-credit scene, so it was definitely like 36 minutes.
Yeah, well, I think it was 47 was the whole thing, and then with credits it take off like 5 minutes, so it still ends up being like 42 minutes, 40 minutes. But I mean. Even like so one thing that popped in my head when you said that right now, I guess we can get into theories and stuff. I mean, the episode was good. Go watch it. Like, it's fucking amazing. They did a great job with it. Oh, real quick too. Even the guy who plays OB, like that whole scene was so sick, dude. Okay, so that dude, I forgot his real name, but he was in Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, I think. He was like the little kid that he was like his assistant, and then also he was in the Goonies, and then he was just recently won an Emmy or a Grammy for not Grammy, fucking I think it was Emmy, right? For Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, an Oscar.
Yeah, an Oscar. So he also got that, but his acting, it was so good, and he's so funny without even trying to be funny. It's like so good, and I loved how like I think my favorite part of this episode, and I kind of I keep skipping over this part, I'm gonna just say too, because even though it's a crazy, like, all over the place episode, kind of just like how my mind is working right now too. It's also very self-contained in that one episode. There's a beginning, middle, end in this episode. Whereas in like Secret Invasion, they pointed out like where it's like in Secret Invasion you kind of don't get like that full resolution in one episode. You kind of like it's like the full season. It feels more of like a movie that they chopped into like pieces, as opposed to like this feels like a season where it's like episode 1, like we saw the time slipping, we found out how to fix the time slipping, and then we fixed it at the end. But then, boom, he gets pruned, so now it's like a new thing. Like, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? So now it's like, so, I don't know. Like, it's like, what do we do to, like, I don't know.
Also,
it's weird.
did they fix the time slipping? Because
because in the trailers, he's still time slipping. So that's the thing, too, is like, did they fix it or did they not? So that's also another thing, too. So it seems pretty crazy. But what I was going to say, the scene with OB, like that whole scene was fucking amazing. How Loki was going back and talking to him in the past, and then he was having memories.
That's sick.
As they were like occurring,
and it was so cool. It blew my mind to think like, damn, these niggas been in here for a minute.
Yeah, when he's like, when was the last time you see me? Like, he's like, 500 years ago.
Even that, like, dude. Even that raises my like curiosity. It's like, what the hell is like? How are they alive this long?
Yeah,
like, what are they? What are they?
I don't know.
See what I'm saying?
Too.
There's another one. It's like 400 years.
He keeps them in like a. I mean, that's how fucking evil Kang is. When you guys really think about this, like, he kidnapped all these people from different timelines, forced them to work in this bureaucratic, like, office space where they don't age, they don't have memories, they don't have a life. Like, they just work all day, every day. Like, that's what they do.
Crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
It is crazy.
That's a crazy thing to even think about. The TVA is wild.
And the crazy part is, the only people that's happy is Obi. And maybe old boy with the pins.
With the pins,
Yeah, everybody else is just kind of like on autopilot.
Yeah, man, it's so fucking crazy, dude. And like, even like little stuff like the way that they do like the way that Loki time slipped in this episode, where like, okay, in the very beginning he knocks over the monitor and it cracks the floor. Yeah. And then he goes back and he's like, oh shit. He's like putting together like, oh, I'm going back and forth between the past, present, and the future, right? So he broke it. Then he goes and he's like, was that crack always there? And it was like, no, like that, like he made that crack, right? So it's like, that's crazy. Or even the part where like, it's funny how they keep talking about Owen Wilson getting his skin ripped off, and then like he's like sitting there like he writes skin on the thing, which is already funny. I thought that was a funny thing that he did. I thought it was just like a little like the thing that they did, but then it ended up coming back to be important because then when Loki's in the future, you're like, oh shit, like that we just saw him write that, and it's in the future, so like that's how we know like he's like time slipping and shit.
Ooh.
What?
Ding 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 ding. We gotta play like a little.
Go.
So Loki came back and he saw the skin. And then he walked. That's where he found Sylvie.
Yeah, so he was in the future. That was like the future.
So what Eric Voss didn't say, which you probably don't know, because I'm about to ask a question, is who the hell pruned? Nobody's talking about that.
Yeah, no, I know.
Who the hell pruned?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. That was crazy
because
too.
Because Sylvie's in front of him, and he's right here looking at her, and then he gets pruned.
That's going to be a big reveal too. I bet that's going to be a big reveal. I bet you it's either...
It's probably Mobius.
Either Mobius, or what if it's another version of Loki, like pruning himself because he knows that he has to do it, or I don't know, like it's crazy, bro. It could be anything. Like it could be fucking Loki Gator, dude. Like I don't know, Gator Loki. Which I should have worn my Loki. I feel
like it's somebody more significant. I feel like it'd probably be Mobius.
Yeah,
like Mobius in the future. But like that's crazy that they didn't reveal that.
Yeah,
and then also that Sylvie, that future Sylvie was not Sylvie.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, because those Sylvie that we saw was at the end credit.
Yeah, and that Sylvie that opened the door was like, there you are, all happy.
Yeah.
Like, why are you happy? She's not supposed to be happy.
Because she had just kicked him into the thing. And like, so this Sylvie is looking for him. Dude, I don't know. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Bro, it's all over the place. It's all over the place.
Back, Kevin Feige, we back, baby.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on.
so sick.
Come on,
like
man.
It's already just like all the things. Just this. That's what I'm saying. As far as like self-contained wise, like it's such a good show already just by being self-contained within itself. But then the implications that it has for everything else as well is insane, right? Because it's like everything that is going to happen in this show might be the key to beating Kang later on when he ends up fucking everybody up. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it comes through. But
even then, I don't think they're gonna beat him.
I don't know. So
TVA
let's get
gonna die.
So review episode 10 out of 10, amazing. Go watch it if you haven't watched it already. now I want to get into theories, right? You had some theories I know you want to talk about. The one theory that I just thought about right now when you said that, when you were like, because I didn't really think about it while watching it, because there's so many other things to think about on the show. But Ravonna Renslayer, right? They showed a clip where he's like talking, where Kang and her are talking, right? Like they like played like a voice.
Kang was smashing, man.
What if that's his chick? That I know that's his chick, but also like, what if that's the key to beating him? Like she's gonna play a big role, like coming like in the movies probably.
Oh no, you know what you just gave me?
What?
What if she's a variant of Kang?
Oh shit.
Yo, because that would be sick.
And that's why Kang likes Sylvie and Loki.
Yeah.
Because they're like a variant of themselves who fell in love with themselves. And who else is that egomaniac, yeah. Like, you know, like a narcissist, that's like that is Kang.
Aaron Voss, what's up?
Damn,
hit us up, bro. Aaron Voss, hit us up, bro.
That's it. That was it, bro. Dude, that was it. You might have just. That's so sick. That's so sick.
I feel like she's Kang. I feel like she is a Kang. She is a Kang.
Huh.
And like
that'd be fucking crazy.
She's kind of witty. She's stern. She's like. You know what I mean? And like,
because they've only shown like male versions of Kang, but like there's no female versions, and there is like this one female version of Loki, right? So it's like there has to be a female version of Kang. What that would be that makes so much sense, bro. That's so crazy.
That'd be crazy.
So
bro.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, is she the key to beating him? Like, you know, like. I don't know. Like
she's with him.
I know she's with him.
She's with him. You know, and also.
But he like erased her memory.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so boom. I got you right now, Aaron Boss. Look. So check me out. So this is probably what happened because of that conversation in the that Loki found. Is like, oh, I can't wait to. What do you say? I can't wait to rule with you or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
And then. Maybe in that moment they were like in love and like whatever, you feel me? And then
something happened.
Renslayer was on her like Kang vibes, was like, nah, nigga, I'm the real Kang. And then Kang, he loved her so much, he was just like, I'm gonna wipe her memories and she's gonna just be working at my spot. I'm not gonna kill her like I killed everybody else. You feel me?
Interesting.
You feel me? You feel me? New rock stars, bro. We need a job. Both of us. Pull us up,
damn,
man.
Bro, that's crazy.
Pull us up, man.
That's wild. Honestly, that'd be fucking sick. That's why I fucking love this show, bro. It's like these, like the theory crafting. Like that's one thing that I saw. Like I don't know if it was New Rockstars or Screen Crush. They pointed it out. They're like the theory crafting in this show for like season 1. We already had like all these crazy theories of like what's happening, what's going on, how is it going to affect the overall Marvel universe and stuff.
Yeah.
Like now it's like season 2 is even giving us even more, and this is just the first episode, bro. Yeah. We have like so many questions.
Give us anything.
Yeah.
They barely gave us anything. They just gave us the definition of time slipping.
Yeah, and also I got to see Kang, like that was fucking sick. The part where he like he uses the pruning thing on the wall and it shows Kang's face. I was like, dude, yeah, let's go, baby. Like this is so sick. Or even like the cool things like the metaphors, right? Like when Loki jumps off the bridge in the beginning, he's in that taxi cab and she hits the Kang statue and it like cuts him, right? And I'm like, I think there's a version of Kang who has that cut on his face, and I wonder if that's like, you know what I mean? So like that's how he has like a scar right here in one of the Kang variants. So I was like, ooh, maybe like this, it's like either that it's showing that Kang can be scarred, or what I'm saying like too, like that Kang is human at the end of the day. Yeah. And he can be like, you could make like on 300. Remember? Have you seen 300? When on 300, I forgot his name, but Leonidas, the main character, right? Yeah. They're fighting that god Xerxes, and like he doesn't beat Xerxes, but he hits him and makes him bleed just to prove that like, hey, he's a man, he can bleed too. You know what I mean? So like it kind of like powers up everyone to be like, oh fuck this dude. Like we all think of him as like this untouchable god, but by showing that he can bleed, it's like, oh, he can be defeated. Yeah. And I feel like that was kind of like a little metaphor in the very beginning to be like, look, Kang is vulnerable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's good. How do you get to that point? That's the thing.
Man, dude, I'm so hyped, bro, because I just don't know. I don't know where we're going right here because okay, another thing. So with Mobius, when Loki and Mobius are together,
yes,
they're in that timeline that Sylvie murdered Kang.
Yes.
So in that timeline, all the Kangs are back. This is Ant-Man timeline.
I think so.
No, wait. Dude, it's all over the place. I don't even know because I'm thinking about Ant-Man now. And when he landed in the...
Oh, no, I think that was a different Kang. I think what happened...
No. Like, when did that happen? Like, where are we? Like, how did they come back? Like, that's my question is, where are all the Kangs right now?
That's true.
Because
the Council of Kings,
killed her. He killed him, or Sylvie killed him, and the consequences of killing him was to restart it. So all the Kangs are now back. So where the hell are they? And who's the Kang? Is it he who remains there, or who is there?
No, it's not he who remains there. I think. Oh, it might be actually. Fuck, I don't know.
Like who's that? Who's the guy that?
That King is a little more unhinged than like he who remains. He who remains is pretty fucking unhinged as well, but like. He's a little more calm with his madness, right? He has like a method to his madness where it seems like the Kang that's in the quantum realm, he's just fucking psycho. Like he's just a crazy motherfucker, you know? Like that guy's like bent out just to destroy everybody.
Yeah.
Which is I think he's like he might be one of the worst of the Kangs and that he got pushed
the Ant-Man King.
Yeah, I think the Council of Kangs pushed him into there, like or like made him go in there somehow. Or maybe when it restarted he was trying to mess with stuff and he ended up going into the quantum realm or something, but I don't know, man. It's about to get fucking crazy. It's really fucking wild. Like there's definitely more questions than answers, and I think that's what makes a good show, right? Like that's what we want the answers. I hate when they babysit us through shows or like walk us through it, and it's like feeding it to kindergartners. We're like, nah, give us something that makes me.
Yeah, this is what this is what I've been asking for, bro. I've been asking for this since Loki 1 happened, because that was the big thing, and then Spider-Man happened, and Spider-Man didn't give us anything that had to do with Loki. It said that the timeline was breaking, but it had nothing to do with what happened to Loki, and that was Loki was a big moment.
Well, what happened in Loki, the Spider-Man, the way it referenced it, I guess, is because what happened in Loki made everything in Spider-Man happen.
Yeah, but they didn't
reference it, but like they didn't directly.
Spider-Man is a little ant compared to Kang. You know what I'm saying? When Loki happens, it's like, bro, like you can't just stray away from this. This is a serious thing that happened, and like I'm like, now that they're kind of like getting in on it, I'm hyped because it's like I get answers that I've been asking for this whole freaking time for what, 2 years now?
Yeah,
it's been 2 years. Bro. Jeez, man. 2 years, bro.
It's
like,
crazy.
I've been asking questions because, bro, like, there's no way Gravik is just over here with Kang destroying the Earth, bro. There's no way, bro. Like, there's no way freaking Gravik is trying to, like, you know what I mean? Like,
but that in the grand scheme of things, that's what's cool about this, right? Is because the Kang stuff is like, as a viewer, as us watching all this happen, there's like these smaller minute stories where they're like more self-contained, where it's like, a secret invasion where it's like, oh, the threat of the Earth is in danger from the Skrulls and stuff, but it's like, but they don't know that like Kang is kind of like before when Thanos was coming, like they were all worried about all this shit, not knowing,
and
Thanos is over here building the army and doing all this shit, and like the bigger threat is actually Thanos, and they're over here focused on this. I feel like that's the same kind of thing that's happening right now, where it's like everyone's focused on this. Loki's the only one that really knows how severe and how major this is, and he's already dealt with Thanos. Well,
Loki and Ant-Man.
Oh, and now Ant-Man too. Yeah,
Ant-Man and his chick. And did the kid know? Yeah. The whole family knows. Yeah, the family knows. So
they definitely know how bad. And what's her name? Hank Pym's wife, whatever.
Yeah.
Van Dyne.
Yeah.
Janet Van Dyne. She really knows because she was smashing him.
She for sure. She was definitely smashing him.
Which would set up a fight between her and Ravonna Renslayer.
Yeah. And then also, I feel like Doctor Strange knows too, and he just off world doing some weird stuff with his eye. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't give us answers for that either. Like, bro, we were so all over the place in Marvel, and to bring it back, this is a beautiful thing, bro. Thank you, Kevin Feige, bro. We needed this, bro.
You know what's crazy though is like what I was watching.
I'm so hyped right now, y'all. Yeah. Thank y'all for being here, bro. We got 6 weeks of this, bro. We about to get crazy.
Just when I thought things were dying down for us,
nah,
it popped off. We knew it. But listen, listen. The one thing that he was they were talking about is how the multiverse saga is kind of all over the place and it's kind of random and like it's not connecting, blah blah. And I think I like that, because this is my thing, right? We've been on this straight and narrow path. and it just exploded. And of course it's gonna be crazy. Like, it's gonna be wild. Everything's gonna be all over the place. Like, we're gonna get shit over here, over there. Like, that's the whole point, is to show how madness this is, how crazy this is. Like, everything's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But eventually it's all going to come back together and to the end. And I think that's what people are missing out, because they're like, oh, it's like we're in that craziness right now, so everything seems like it doesn't make sense, right? And I think that's why people are like, oh, it's kind of all over the place, I don't really like it, but no, it's all going to tie together. I promise you, it's all going to tie together. Marvel knows what they're doing. I have faith in Marvel like I have faith in God, dude. Like, this is like, this is all going to come together, bro. I have faith in Kevin Feige, dude. Kevin Feige, you
Yo, that's
wrong.
a crazy thing to say, my boy. Hey, man, if you rock with it, I rock with it, bro. It's you.
Hey, aren't we all one of God, anyways? You know, like, why can't Kevin Feige be one? But yeah, I just think it's crazy, bro. I think it's gonna be like, of course, it's madness right now. Of course, it's crazy. Of course, it's all over the place. The fucking timeline just exploded, and everything we knew just broke into a million pieces, and now there's little shards everywhere. You know, we're gonna have to put it all back together. Yeah. And I think that's what they were talking about on Screen Crush. He was like mentioning that by the time we get to like Kang Dynasty, is it gonna be too much for everyone to like? Because he was saying, you know, for Infinity Wars, in the very beginning, it's very easy. Like Wong, he's like, there's 6 Infinity Stones, blah blah blah. If he gets them all, he could, you know, it's very easy to set up and like, okay, cool, we get it, we know what's going on. You don't really have to watch everything to know. And I think they're saying that they're worried that this multiverse saga might be too much, too spread out, where by the time we get to Kang Dynasty, is it going to be that simple to explain, like, you know, what's going on? And that's what they're kind of worried about. But like I said, I have faith, and I believe that right now we're in the thick of it, where it's everything's madness, but eventually it will come together where we're going to be able to explain it in one thing.
I feel like Kevin Feige and everybody over at Marvel aren't idiots.
Oh, of course
and
not.
They definitely are. They want to do both. They want to market. Sorry, they want to market market to adults and kids.
Yeah,
and that's what I was thinking about last night. I was like, damn, Loki definitely is not for the kids.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, when you get to the big stuff, I feel like you definitely want to market to the kids.
Yeah.
So you simplify at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's complicated, but at the end, where it's the big end game thing for this,
and even
they're gonna be like, okay, somebody, maybe Wong again, maybe I don't know who's. Yeah. They're gonna be like, okay, this is how we have by then, and it's gonna be somebody who's the slower version of the Avengers, because all of them are smart, but like the slower, maybe Thor. Like Thor is not gonna know what's happening, and somebody's gonna be like, okay, this is what happened, and this is how we finish it. And it just breaks it down. I feel like that's what's going to happen. It's going to break it down to simplify it, maybe to Chris Pratt. I feel like Chris Pratt, his character might be the one that's the slower version of the Avengers, because every Avenger is smart. Every Avenger is like,
except for Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd also is a good one, but now he knows what's going on, so he's smarter than that.
So somebody, that's what I feel.
I know what you mean.
Come back to this in 5 years, I think. Come back, and then you'll know that.
Check our theories out.
Somebody legit had to be like the slow person, and they were like, "All right, this has happened. This was happening. This was happening," and it's it's gonna be like a dumbfounded, like goofy person. It's gonna be like, "Oh, okay," and it's gonna make it simplified for like
the people,
the people who aren't like in it like we are.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing too, is like they that's what they were also worried about. Is it gonna have that broader appeal where it's like people who haven't watched all these things, are they gonna get everything? But at the end of the day, like, it's not for you guys. If you're not down to watch all this shit and like be in it to know every detail, then you know those movies aren't gonna be for you. You're still probably gonna go see it, and it's probably gonna be a good movie for you, but it's not gonna be the best movie ever, like how it is to us when we see it, because we've been years of like putting together all these clues and pieces that they've been giving us, all these little mysteries, and when it all comes together for us, it's gonna be mind-blowing. When you guys see it, you're gonna be like, oh, that was cool. You know what I mean? Like, for not you guys specifically, because you guys are watching this, so you guys are into it like us, you know what I mean? But
you know what's crazy? I could feel for those people, because that happened to me with Batman or Blue Beetle.
Oh,
when the Batman thing came out at the end credits.
Oh yeah.
And you were like, oh, what? And I was like, All right.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, okay.
But
George Clooney,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, that's DC. Like, I don't know DC like that. But like, it's like, oh shoot, like now I kind of feel what some people might feel like Endgame, where it's like, you know, you lose Tony Stark and people are like, okay, like they lost his hero, but it means something to us because
it's been
2008, freaking, we had one freaking, you know what I'm saying? So I will get where they're coming from, but bro, anyways, that's going like on another tangent, guys, man. If you haven't, just watch,
please
watch it, bro. Just start. So good. You can start at Endgame. Legit, you can start at Endgame and then pull your way through WandaVision, Loki, Spider-Man. Maybe skip Secret Invasion. You don't really need that. Ant-Man. You need Ant-Man. You know what I mean?
I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is cool because you get to see the new Captain America, but that's just me.
Yeah. Oh. Side note, real quick.
I knew you were gonna say something about Anthony Mackie, how he didn't take a picture with that kid. I knew it. I was like, you don't bring that up. I shouldn't even have said anything. I knew.
Bro,
you were the first person on that story.
You turned down a kid for a picture,
and the grandma too.
I don't care.
And the grandma,
bro. I don't care how freaking famous. You're not even the main guy. You're the sidekick.
No, he is the main guy. He's the Captain America.
You're sidekick, bro. This makes me.
He's Captain America.
Listen, no, he's not. Definitely, bro. He was coming up a little bit, but when Charlamagne posted that, I was like, no, absolutely not. And Charlamagne was trying to justify it, which I get.
He did make a good justification.
But it's a kid,
like, you don't know what that dude's going through.
Like, yeah, but bro, like,
yeah, it is a kid.
It's a kid. Like the grandma, I get. Like, or an adult. It's like, you can explain to an adult, like, yo, I'm going through something right now. I don't really want to take a picture.
Or like how he said, like, oh, I might not. If I take one picture with you, everyone's gonna want to take pictures, and you know, I don't want to do that.
I mean, that makes sense too, but to just say no, like, I feel like, I mean, it's also like when people, I was reading the comments and everybody was like, oh, it's the entitlement, and it's true, and you don't need an explanation, but it's best to give an explanation so you don't look like a dick.
I need to know if the kid was white or black.
He said he was black.
Oh, okay. That's fucked up. Black. That's fucked up because you know that kid is like looking up to him, like, dude, like the first black Captain America, like, you know what I mean, like this is the guy. That's what
I've been saying on this podcast. Anthony Mackie's the worst.
If he was white, then I would have been like, I don't really care. I would have been like, it's not that bad, you know.
He's the worst, bro. Golly.
We will not stand for Anthony Mackie slander in this house.
Free world 313. Shoot, man, I can't believe he did that, bro. I was so pissed when I heard the story. Like, bro, and the grandma pulled up and was like, hey, like, he's just a young kid, and he's like, I said no, like at least give the grandma, like, maybe the kid don't know, but like maybe tell the grandma, like, hey, like, because the grandma can understand and be like, hey, I'm going through something. If you were going through something, or you just didn't want a lot of people to, you could have
make up an excuse. You could just make up an excuse.
Yeah, you could have made up an excuse. You could have legit been like, my dog died last night, like, anything, but just being like, no, it gives off. That's what it does. Like, to say, like, it's not entitlement. It's just like when you ask, like, obviously you might get a no, but like to just flat out say no, it gives off dick. Like, you're a dick. If you give, I feel like if you give like an explanation, like why,
save face a little bit.
Yeah, it's not as much of a dick move. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe you didn't want to, then tell them like, hey, like, I just don't have time right now. Like, something like that. I don't know, anything, bro. And but if you and also this takes away the entitlement part. This takes away the entitlement part because he was somewhere where celebrities are. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, if you were just at the grocery store, I get it. If you were just out and about where you know, like, you just want to be alone, I get it. But you're out. You're a superhero.
You're in celebrity mode.
Yeah, like, bro, don't. Ah, man, that pissed me off. Because even the same, like, I don't know. I just know, like, Hop. Like, I know if he doesn't want to take a picture, like, he'll say no and then be like, ah, man, I'm sorry, I can't. Like, it won't just be like, no, like, get away from me. Like, that just sounds like a dick.
Well, you can do what Tyrese did when I met Tyrese. He said he played us and was like, "Oh yeah, wait outside the dressing room. I'll do it. I'll take a picture with you afterwards." Then made us wait for 30 minutes outside the dressing room, and then came out and was like, "Oh, you guys are still here?" He said that to us. And I was like, man, fuck Tyrese ever since then. I've always said Tyrese.
That's the same thing I did with your cousin, Adrian Broner.
Oh, Adrian Broner just sucks in general.
When he put up the 24-hour fitness, I was like, oh, yo, like, and I let him in for free. And he pulled up, and he's like, he came in, he was like, I just want to play basketball. You got a ball? And I'm like, all right, yeah, cool, man. You think I can take a picture? He's like, yeah, after we hoop. Goes up, freaking plays basketball, comes back down. I'm like, yo, can I get the picture? He's like, nah, man, I got to go. Like, like, bro, you just promised me that you'd take a picture with me. Like, if you didn't want to take a picture, like, you could have just said that from the beginning, and I wouldn't have been tripping. Like, you said no. Like, you said no, but you said yes and went upstairs and then came back down and just recanted your statement.
Yep.
Like,
what you should be is like Mace. When I met Mace, I asked for a picture. He told me no, but then he came back a week later and took a picture with me when I was working at Petco.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
That was cool. You know, you got to be like, Mace. You know.
Yeah. Anyways, we're not checking for Captain America. Forget that, man. If it ain't Steve Rogers,
we're gonna still be selling merch that says my Captain America's black though. So be wrong.
And it be my face on it
with the shield. I'll put the wings on you, the Falcon wings on you.
Shoot, yeah.
But yeah, no. So yeah, that's it. So for Loki, you know, Loki's fucking amazing. Go watch that. The other big thing that I wanted to talk about, and you already know what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah,
we're living good. We're eating good right now, guys. Yeah. We're eating good as superhero fans, Marvel fans, as comic book fans. Like, we are eating good because what also just came out, Gen V, which is a spinoff of The Boys. If you guys don't know what The Boys is, fix your life. Go watch that right now, please. Because The Boys might be one of the greatest shows ever created in general.
Hold on, man. Listen, if you don't know about this universe, bro, this is probably the closest thing to Marvel, bro. I promise you, bro. It's phenomenal, dog.
But even better, even better because it's like more gory, more adult, more realistic. Like,
more realistic, which is crazy, bro. Like, and Gen V is even like I might put this over The Boys.
Oh, really?
It's that because it's like I feel like it's more relatable in a sense. Like, you know what I mean? They're like kids that went to school. We went to school. You know what I mean? Like, if this was
definitely like our age.
And it's also like, no, I don't want to say better. I said the idea of it is sick. Like, when you thought about the idea of like when The Boys came out, the idea of real superheroes being real people. And like that was dope. Like doing drugs, being like F-boys, going crazy. Like that was a dope like idea. That was sick. Like you're like, oh shoot, I haven't seen that before. I don't know if it was a comic book before.
It was a comic book.
Okay, yeah. See, I don't know about the comics, but me personally, the person that never like picked up a comic, seen that and was like, yo, what the hell? That's a great concept, and it became one of the greatest shows for me. And then now they have another.
Spin-off. It's like a spin-off
called Damn, I'm sweating, bro. I'm hyped.
I know it's hot. I don't know if it's because it's hot or if it's because this was actually pretty cool in here when I earlier.
We're just hyped. Yeah, so now they have a spin-off called Gen V, which is like superheroes going to school, which is kind of like
Sky High,
but like it's real.
But like, really, but like way more choreographic.
But it's real. Like everything that you think would happen if a superhero was a little degenerate high school college kid. It happens.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy.
And it's really cool, man. I really like it.
So this Gen V, it takes place after season 3 of The Boys. So the season 3 of The Boys just ended. Like, not just ended, it ended a little while back. We're waiting for season 4 to come out. In the meantime, in between time, there's Gen V. It takes place in the same universe like you mentioned. But with all new characters, new cast, which the casting is fucking dope. Like, I at first, when I was watching the trailers, I was kind of like, am I going to love the people as much as I love, like, not that I love Homelander, but like as much as I love Butcher, like I love Butcher, I love Huey, like I love their characters. Starlight's cool, like Queen Maeve is dope, like everybody from Frenchie's fucking dope, MM, like even Kimiko, like all that shit, like that whole cast is so sick.
Yes, but it make you super sad.
Why?
They're gonna be at
I know Comic-Con. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I saw Kimiko and I'm like, ooh, her sexy behind is gonna be there.
Yeah, I know. I'm annoyed, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, guys. Yeah, that's also a side announcement. Side announcement. If you guys watched the earlier episodes, I was all hyped on going to Comic-Con. I bought tickets to Comic-Con. One of my best friends is getting married on the same weekend as Comic-Con, and I'm in the wedding, so I don't get to go anymore. But if you guys want to buy my tickets, I have 2 tickets. I can sell them to you. You can go. Just transfer them to you, and I'll hook you up with the price.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I might have to pull up on Kimiko, man.
Yeah, you had to remember how much it was to like, because it's one thing to get in. Remember, like it's to pay, but then you have to pay for like the autographs meeting or the picture. I'm gonna see, because dude, Kimiko's fine. She is fine. I just recently so let's get back to Gen V real quick. Gen V, set in the time. The cast, the main chick for Gen V is dope.
Yeah, the black chick.
She's so dope, she's cool. And she's fine, bro. She's really fine.
She's a cute chick. Yeah,
she's really pretty. Anyways, the whole Kimiko thing, I'll get just because I'm like all over the place too. Kimiko is fine as fuck. And recently, because I've been watching Gen V, I went back and started watching The Boys season 3 because I feel like there was things in Gen V that happened that I'm like, oh, was that from season 3? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, there's the little thing like Easter eggs and shit, and I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen in season 3. So I went back to watch it. There's the episode where Kimiko, she sings. And when she's they have like that little musical part where it's like her and Frenchie.
Yeah.
And even though that part is kind of dumb because I hate musical parts, I'm like, dude, she looks fine in that whole scene.
Yeah.
Like she looks good, so it was worth watching. For that's Kimiko. Anyways, Gen V though is sick as fuck. Like what they're doing with it is so dope. Like even just like the powers are cool. Like how it's like a metaphor for like different things, right? Because it's like your average teen college drama where it's like someone might have suicidal thoughts and they're cutting themselves or they're bulimic and stuff. Like they address that stuff through the powers, which is cool, right?
Yeah.
It's like the chick, the main chick,
the small chick.
Yeah, the small chick. Like the main chick though, like her whole thing, right, is that she can control blood. But how do you get blood unless you're like you have to cut yourself every single time to get that blood, you know, unless you're getting it from someone else, which is, you know, that could be addressed later, which is pretty cool. But like every time she like is about to fight someone, she has to pull out her knife and fucking cut her hand open. And I'm like, damn, like that's crazy to like use your power. Like it gives you that kind of metaphor of like, damn, like your powers aren't always like the best thing, obviously, right? And even just like the opening scene to the fucking movie or to the show, which
is the craziest.
This is a spoiler, real quick.
I called this man. I called this man. He didn't answer the phone. He didn't answer the phone until. I don't even remember. I remember calling you when I first seen it, and then you answered later. After I watched it or something. But like 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yes.
I put the thing, and I was like, "What did I just watch, bro?"
So
that show was crazy.
Another spoiler alert. All right, spoilers. The opening scene for Gen V. Like the opening scene for The Boys is crazy when he's walking and where A-Train runs through his girlfriend and she explodes.
That's crazy.
That was crazy. This one was way crazier. Yeah. Dude, okay, so I'm gonna say it. She has her period. The blood starts floating and she's freaking out because she's controlling blood. Her mom busts in and then boom, fucking straight to the neck, cuts her mom open.
Crazy.
Kills her mom. Her dad runs in and she's freaking out because there's blood everywhere and she screams and then the blood explodes and kills her dad. And like in the most gruesome way ever. Like just fucking his face is all fucked up. Like it was crazy, dude.
Wow.
I was like, I cannot believe they just started the show like this. That was insane. Oh my god, dude. But like even the whole like so the blood thing, like the metaphor for her like having to cut herself and like that kind of stuff, or the other chick, her roommate that she meets in college is like Little Cricket, right? She can shrink and she can get big, but it's like an eating disorder, right? It's like the only way she can get small is by throwing up, and like it's like bulimia, right? She throws up and she gets really fucking small, and she eats, she gets big. So it's like this thing where it's like dealing with like unhealthy body image, kind of like it's like a representation for that, you know what I mean? So it's like it's cool that they're doing like the kind of your typical, maybe people would say like woke kind of stuff, right? Where it's like we're talking about depression or talking about this or talking about, you know, whatever issues it is. They do it in such a smooth, seamless way where it's like it's interesting as opposed to just your normal like fucking like One Tree Hill or something where they probably have the same kind of shit, or like, you know, 90210 or whatever those shows, you know what
I will say, man, you know, out of all I might get canceled for this, but whatever.
We can bleep it.
Yeah, maybe you can bleep it, but I think it's crazy how, you know, they're touching on every like aspect of like a kid kind of growing up, whatever. And then the Jordan character.
Oh yeah, it's like trans, like
but it's actually a girl and a boy. Like he could turn into a girl, which is crazy. Cool too, I think that's crazy. Like I think that's like, I mean,
that's a cool power.
Like, if the trans people could do that, maybe they would do that.
Yeah. But that's what's cool too about it. It's like it's also like shows the struggle of a trans person, right? Like how like her power or his power, their power is that, you know, her when she's a guy, she's like, or like when Jordan, I'll just say, is a guy. See, I'm even having to deal with the pronouns and shit right now. That's what it's difficult.
I think he's addressed when he's she or he. I think that's
for sure.
That's how
for
he's
sure.
addressed.
But when Jordan is like a guy, it's like he's invulnerable. He like can like he's super fucking strong. Like he can like get shot and like nothing. It just like bounces off him. And then when he's a girl, he's more vulnerable. But she has like these she's like super fast, like agile. projectile and like uses like energy projectiles, which is really fucking dope. But even
and
that
she was hanging with what's the name, which is crazy. Golden Boy.
Oh yeah.
She's hanging with Golden Boy, which is crazy because
she did.
He's supposed to be the
next Homelander kind of thing.
And she was hanging with, or she was hanging with him.
Which we're gonna get into theories about that as well because I have some stuff to say about that. Mm-hmm. But even like that thing, like where her parents come to visit and her dad is like, oh, like, you know, like is so proud of him when it's a guy, but then when he switches to a girl, he's like, oh, why can't you just like, you know, you could just stay a guy all the time, like you don't have to be a girl, like kind of thing. Like, so it's kind of like a metaphor for like how trans people have to deal with like their family or their issues, where it's like, you know, why are you changing instead of like being just who we want you to be kind of thing, you know? And so that's even a cool metaphor. So like there's so many cool like little metaphor things in the show with still giving you a great story, action, like a mystery, adventure, like it's everything, bro. It's so sick.
Yeah.
Now, to get to what you were saying, Golden Boy is dope as fuck. You think that this guy's gonna be the fucking show for the whole thing, right?
It's crazy.
He fucking blows up in the first episode, which is amazing.
Crazy. Spoiler.
Yes. Spoilers.
He goes in the first episode, bro. It's all good.
We're doing spoilers now, okay? We've already talked about it. Okay, look. But when my whole thing is, as crazy as we think Golden Boy was, dude, Sam is...
Oh, yeah, Sam is different.
His brother is way better,
Sam is different, yeah.
So I watched the last episode. So episode 4 came out last night. So the one cool thing that they did, too, is they released first three episodes at once, which was awesome, because you got to binge, like, 3 episodes.
Which would be cool, because I think they're going to probably do, like, 10.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, that way you get, like, you still have the weekly thing, but, like, you get a good chunk in the beginning to get you really hooked, like, really into it, right? The last episode I just watched him on, he's freaking out and he runs and he's the Hulk, bro. He fucking jumped over a building, just ran and jumped over a building and took off. And I was like, dude, that's what the Hulk does. Like, this guy is insanely strong. So I think, even though he's fucking psychotic and he's talking to puppets and shit, like in the TV, and has voices in his head, I think he might be the dude that might be able to stand up to Homelander.
This is the fourth episode you're watching, right? Yeah. So you watched it.
I watched most of it. I didn't finish. I got to I think I saw the very end where like I fell asleep for a little bit. And I woke up at the end where she was eating the spaghetti and got big.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was dope. So. But it is fucking crazy, bro. Like this show is insane. Like what's going on with this? Even like the polarity dude. Like I really like his powers. Like the metal shit. Like he crushed his dad's head. Just his powers are sick too. Yeah. And then it's like it's the same thing with the boys. It's like they're in college, but you're seeing them like they're these like all stars, right? Like the top 5. Like they have like a top 10 list of like the number 1 like ranked superhero at the school kind of thing, and even them, like they're going out partying in that first like episode or whatever.
Yeah, and boy
and he just like kills
some crazy.
He kills some random person in the club because he's like some dude bumped into him and he just like fucking shoots a metal at someone. And that's like it's crazy, and dude.
To me, that's like the beauty of the concept of it, right? It's like, if superheroes were like that, it would be egotistical and misuse their powers.
Oh, for sure.
Like that dude was trying to smash a girl, so he was like, "Hey, watch this." Made a freaking dove, and then he mismanaged his powers to where it's really dangerous. That thing was really sharp, so he's gonna do something. I don't know. He's gonna put it in the cup. He was like
gonna try to fly it into someone's cup.
And the fact that he couldn't control it when he gets bumped is wild, because it's like he's still a kid. Like I'm pretty sure he doesn't know like how to like.
And then just fucking shoots through someone's neck and almost kills the person.
But
luckily,
that goes to show,
the blood girl's there.
Come on, be real. In our world that we live in, like not no freaking Spider-Man, no Iron Man, Captain America, where they're for the greater good. In our world that we live in, where everybody is egotistical, people will be that way.
That's
like,
what the boys is.
People will be that way. Like if superheroes, if people had superpowers, they would misuse them and be like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they would save people, you know what I mean? But at the same time, they'll help themselves. For sure.
Man,
for sure. And I think that, and I think this is the closest thing we have to like a real
life superhero
thing.
And it's cool how they explain it too, how like everyone just like, it's not like how, you know, Captain America, well, it is kind of Captain America-esque, but like the Hulk has a radiation thing that shots him and made him the Hulk. Like this is like in Marvel, everyone kind of gets their powers different ways, different things. This is just a company made a fucking serum that can make you have superpowers, random superpowers, and people injected their babies with it.
Oh yeah, that's
and then fucking all these babies grow up with powers, and that's what the show is. Like that's where all the superheroes come from.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
But I
it's more realistic than like anything else.
It's crazy because in reality, bro. Because also the thing is the parents, they get a bag. They get a bag from doing that.
Yeah.
So like, come on, poor parents. If you could make your baby a superhero and get a bag, you would do. I'm pretty sure. Me personally, after watching this, I wouldn't do it. But if I didn't watch this and somebody was throwing me a bag, and my baby could be freaking Captain America.
But I'm
like, oh hell yeah!
But I think that's the thing too. Is like that's part of the whole like the crazy shit about the boys and like that whole universe is like. Do you trust like that this random fucking like this mega corp, like what if Amazon was like, hey guys, we came out with this thing where we'll pay you $50,000 to inject it into your baby and maybe it will have superpowers, but also maybe it might die or something, you know, like and people did that shit, dude. Like that's what's crazy on the boys, like, and people would do it now. People would do that shit. Yeah, bro, people would definitely do that shit. Like that's what's crazy about it.
Definitely.
But it ends up being so sick. Yeah. So like this spinoff of The Boys, Gen V. If you guys aren't watching that, go watch that as well, because that's also fucking amazing. Like it's so crazy how they're doing. That's like we get the Loki shit, and we're still in like fantasy world with like it's a little more abstract. Obviously, you know, it's still the fun story that we like. The Boys is like very grounded in like reality, which I like too. So it's like you get that balance of like craziness and then like Loki and like, you know, so we're eating good.
Yeah,
you know,
hey man, we've been in a drought for a little minute. We didn't have nothing to talk about, so we were just kind of like BSing on stuff. But you know, now we
every
back.
week we're gonna have something. We got some shit to talk about.
We back because both of these come out every week.
Yeah,
and on the same day, basically.
Yeah. So we're gonna be able to talk about both of them.
Yeah.
So we're 4 episodes into Gen V, so catch up with those. It's a very good show. We'll start talking about more breakdown-esque, you know, wise, like next episode for the podcast, so that way you know you guys can catch up, give you guys a little bit of time to catch up and be on that train with us. And then Loki, obviously we got 1 episode, so we're gonna be riding that till the wheels fall off.
We need what you call
and then Marvel, and then the Marvels come out after that.
Like before we step off this podcast, I'm gonna say it right now. We gotta make a fund. We gotta get our cards before the Marvels.
Oh, like the movie,
yeah.
Like movie
so
cards?
when we go out to see the movie.
Oh yeah.
We get our cards and we be like, yo, we do a podcast. Boom, boom, boom.
We're gonna be making. I was actually trying to work on a logo. I've done logo classes and stuff, and logos are actually a lot harder than they seem. Like just just coming up with the font and figuring it out. Like even like the pop, like these pop figures, right? Like. You know, I'm like looking at. I'm trying to see if there's any examples of anything over here. But like, just like the Marvel Studio logo, like it's so simple, but it's like good. Like you know, what I mean, it's like I want to do something like that for us, where we can do like above the multiverse, like logo.
I mean, honestly, we could
and then put like our faces on it and stuff. And
we could just call it that.
Yeah, I know we could.
Like you know what I mean, with our name on it, like we can't get in trouble.
Multiverse.
We can't get in trouble.
Yeah. So maybe we do something like that, but.
Or we do like either our favorite artist text or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I was just thinking about that right now because like to grow, we could do this YouTube thing to grow for sure. But I know for a fact
that we gotta be like we gotta do like the old school, like when you had when your people were selling mixtapes and CDs out their car, you know, their trunk. Like that's the kind of grind we got to get on for this Marvel podcast, because we've been promoting on Instagram, doing all that stuff, and even I think the one thing that we're slacking on too is the TikTok shit. We got to definitely be on TikTok and making the clips. I have a bunch of clips too on my phone that I'll send you that we can post on TikTok.
Yeah. But I mean, we have 4 accounts. Your account. Your above the multiverse count, my account, my above the multiverse. So we just I mean, because we have nothing to lose on TikTok. At all. Like
we should just be
post every day.
Yeah. So I got stuff on that we can post for TikTok, and then but yeah, man, we're trying to grow this podcast still. Last week I was a little less optimistic, but I feel a lot better this week now that we have Marvel like back in action. I feel pumped up. I feel like a new life is in me. I'm like, yes, fucking finally some shit to talk about. And I know that you guys, like, that's our bread and butter, right? That's what we built this podcast off of, was talking about Marvel shit. So the fact that we got some new stuff to talk about and TV shows and movies and everything coming out, like, it feels nice.
Yeah,
it feels really
it's
nice,
good.
guys.
It's good, really man. Good. It's good, man. Loki, Gen V, shoot, man. The Marvels is about to pop up next month. And dude, it's up, bro. It's up and it's stuck, man. It's up and it's stuck. Shout out to my weight loss journey. I lost 8 pounds.
Damn, there you go, bro.
Yeah,
I might lose 8 pounds just from sitting in the fucking
for real. No, this is good for me. This is good for me.
It's hot.
I need this.
It's like a sauna in here.
So yeah, man. Hopefully, I'm trying to lose 50. So 8 pounds down. I need what's that 40 41, 42, 42?
41, 42,
I got 42 to go. So
44.
All I've been doing honestly is intermittent fasting and drinking a lot of water.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do, bro.
And I've been hitting the cages.
All you gotta do, baby. Stay active.
But yeah, man, we coming at you every week, man.
I got some stuff too. I got some idea. I got some stuff for as far as my music wise goes. I was recently inspired by something. I'm not gonna tell you guys about it. I'm gonna tell everybody off the podcast, but because I tend to talk about things and then not do it all the time. So I'm gonna I don't want to put it out there until I do it, but it's coming. I'm already working on it. So yes, we got lots of cool stuff coming up. Avery's still working on his album and stuff too. So
January 5th, baby.
So that's gonna come out.
We gotta start filming too.
Yep.
I don't know when, but
we'll figure it out. We got time.
We gotta start filming because I'm trying to release the embedded all of December. But yeah, we'll do that too. But man, right now we on a high.
Yeah. Also, another thing that we're going to do that's related to this podcast and this channel, if you guys are interested, my girlfriend has been suggesting like a little studio tour. So I think we're gonna do like a little short video. Her whole thing is she keeps telling me like maybe people don't want to watch like the whole hour, 2 hour kind of thing. If we do some shorter videos, that would be cool. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Kat like film me or film both of us and do like a little studio tour, kind of like show the art off that we have and kind of like make a little short video kind of like with like that, and maybe do some more like short videos of like, you know, maybe like a Loki immediate reaction or like different kind of things that where we can mix in some little short videos as well as with the long podcast. So that way we can start building up a little bit more as well.
For sure.
So that's a little part of the plan too that we're gonna be doing. But yeah, we got some good stuff coming, man. I'm hyped. I'm happy. You know, tell you once again, we always tell you guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe.
Like, subscribe. I'm gonna tell him off the camera, but I got an idea.
Okay. We got some ideas. So we're cooking. See, we're inspired. Loki, you've inspired us. You know, Kevin Feige, keep it up, man. We're happy though. But yeah, so like, subscribe, comment, please like the video. And yeah, man, I don't know. I'm excited for next week for Loki, man. I can't wait.
I can't either.
Yeah, the one thing these episodes are gonna be kind of coming out in a weird time because it's like Loki comes out on Thursday. Me and Avery are gonna try to hit that Thursday and record on Thursday night, so that way we can get it out by Fridays. But like, you know, today is Friday. Had some shit to do last night, so we'll see how it works.
My idea
might be on Saturdays, might be on Mondays.
My idea that I'm gonna tell him off camera will probably help us get views for Saturday. Okay. So y'all gonna be watching this and y'all be like, oh, I watched it because of that. Watch.
Okay.
You'll see.
Cool. Well, with that being said, guys, I feel it's really hot in here. I think I might pass out. So.
Yeah, bro, I'm sweating, bro. Yeah. But it's good. I needed this because I wasn't going to the cages today. So that works. I'm about to go Uber. I'm about to be sitting down, so it's good. This is good.
Cool. Well, we appreciate you guys for watching. You know, we love you guys. Make sure you guys share, tell someone about it. But yeah, this has been another episode of Above the Multiverse.
Peace.